There is an ancient principle that has been whispered through the ages, hidden in sacred texts, in the architecture of lost civilizations, and in the very essence of nature, as above, so below. 6 words that contain a knowledge so profound that if you truly understand it, you could transform your life and your perception of the universe forever. But what does it really mean? Is it just a poetic metaphor? Or does it hold a hidden code about the very structure of existence? This Hermetic principle, taken from the emerald tablet of Hermes Trismegistus, has guided philosophers, alchemists, and mystics for centuries. Some say it holds the key to deciphering the mysteries of the cosmos, while others see it as a map that helps us understand the connection between the universe and our own consciousness. Imagine for a moment that the vast universe and every atom within you are deeply intertwined, reflections of the same reality. What happens in the sky manifests on Earth, and what occurs in your mind and spirit is projected into the outer world. This is the law of correspondence. Now we are going to unravel its true meaning. We'll explore its connection to ancient spiritual traditions. And most importantly, I'll reveal how you can apply this knowledge in your daily life to transform your reality. So stay until the end, because what you're about to discover could change your perception of life forever. The principle, as above, so below, is not just an abstract idea. It's a universal truth that has been passed down through the centuries by various civilizations and spiritual traditions. Our journey begins with Hermes Trismegistus, the legendary Egyptian-Greek sage credited with the foundation of Hermeticism. In his mysterious emerald tablet, we find this powerful phrase, "That which is below is like that which is above, and that which is above is like that which is below," to accomplish the miracles of the one thing. But what does this really mean? It tells us there is an unbreakable connection between the micro and the macro, between the cosmos and the human being, between mind and matter. In other words, the same laws that govern the universe also govern our internal reality. In the Vedic tradition of India, it is said that the universe is a reflection of consciousness. The Upanishads speak of the interconnection between Brahman, the cosmic totality, and Atman, the inner self. The famous phrase Tattvam Asi means literally "you are that," indicating that the universe and the human being are one and the same. The Greek philosopher Plato also explored this principle in his famous allegory of the cave. There he explains that what we perceive with our senses is merely a reflection of a higher reality, just like the shadows cast on the cave wall. What is above in the realm of ideas shapes what happens below in the physical world. In Jewish Kabbalistic tradition, the tree of life is a diagram that represents the relationship between the spiritual and material dimensions. Each sphere in this tree reflects an aspect of reality, and its structure shows us that the divine and the earthly are connected through multiple levels of existence. If we look at nature, this principle becomes evident, from the structure of atoms to the way galaxies expand, from the branches of a tree to the neural networks of our brains. Everything follows the same sacred patterns. The golden spiral, the golden ratio, and fractals are proof that the universe replicates itself on different scales. So if the laws that govern the universe also govern our existence, the key question is, how can we apply this principle to our lives to transform our reality? Prepare yourself for a revelation that will shift your entire perspective of the world. Now that we understand as above, so below is far more than just a phrase. A crucial question arises. How does this manifest in our reality? Imagine that the universe is a mirror, constantly reflecting what is happening within you. Your inner world, your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs has a direct impact on what you experience in the outer world. This is not a poetic metaphor. It is a universal truth that ancient sages deeply understood. The Kybalion, a key Hermetic text, states that the all is mind. This means that physical reality is a projection of the universal mind. What you think and feel translates into vibrations that shape your environment. If you live in fear, you'll attract situations that reinforce that fear. If you focus on gratitude, you'll see more reasons to be grateful. If you believe in your creative power, life will offer you chances to express it. This principle is also found in Buddhism, where it is said that with our thoughts, we create the world. Modern neuroscience confirms that our perception shapes our experience. The neurons in our brain reinforce mental patterns, creating a circuit of reality that can be either empowering or limiting. Just as planetary movements influence the Earth, our internal states influence our daily life. The alchemists called this the law of correspondence because the small reflects the large, and vice versa. A perfect example can be found in astrology. According to this ancient wisdom, planets reflect internal cycles of transformation. They do not determine our destiny, but rather symbolize forces operating within us. In traditional Chinese medicine, the human body is seen as a miniature version of the universe. Each organ corresponds to an emotion, and each flow of energy mirrors a greater order. When there is inner harmony, there is outer health. When you understand that what you emit is reflected back into your life, you gain immense power. You are not a victim of circumstances, but a co-creator of your destiny. If you constantly surround yourself with thoughts of lack, you will live in scarcity. But if you begin to train your mind to see abundance everywhere, your reality will adjust to that vibration. Not because it's magic, but because this is how the law of correspondence operates. Think of it this way. A river flows because it is aligned with gravity. A tree grows because it receives light and nutrients. Your life transforms when you align your thoughts and actions with the universe. This principle not only explains how the world works, it also gives us the key to take control of our existence. The question is, how can we apply it in a practical way? That will be the key to the next section. What comes next is the most revealing of all. We have already seen how the law of correspondence connects the macrocosm with the microcosm, thought with matter and inner vibration with outer experience. But here is the most important part. How can you use this principle to your advantage? The answer is simple yet powerful: conscious alignment. If the universe is a reflection of yourself, then to change your reality, you must first change your inner vibration. This means working on 3 fundamental levels: mind, emotions, and actions. Your thoughts are the first to shape your reality. Every idea you hold in your mind is a seed that will sprout in the outer world. The ancient sages knew this. Hermes Trismegistus taught that everything created is first born in the mind, before it manifests. Plato spoke of a world of ideas that reflects into the physical world. The Buddha said, "You are what you think, you become what you believe." Try this practical exercise. Each morning before starting your day, visualize your ideal life as if it were already happening. Feel the emotion of being in that state. It's not enough to think about it. You must live it internally. When you repeat this process consistently, the universe responds because you are vibrating at the frequency of what you want to attract. The universe doesn't respond only to scattered words or thoughts. It responds to the energy behind them. Your emotions are the key to accelerating any manifestation. Think about it. When you feel fear, your body tenses, your breathing changes, and you attract more situations that reinforce that fear. When you feel gratitude, your vibration rises, and opportunities flow toward you. The sages of all traditions taught this. Tibetan monks use compassion to raise their vibration. The Sufis practice devotion to enter elevated states of consciousness. The alchemists understood that inner transformation is the true spiritual gold. Practice this during the day. Take conscious pauses and observe how you feel. If you notice your emotions are low, use gratitude to raise your energy. Gratitude is the vibration closest to abundance. Thinking and feeling is essential, but without action, the principle of as above, so below remains incomplete. Your vibration must materialize in concrete acts. If you believe in abundance but still act with fear, the universe will respond with contradictions. Coherence between what you think, feel, and do is the key. Keep these tips in mind if you want to attract more opportunities. Start by acting as if you were already at the level you want to reach. If you want love in your life, begin by being loving with others and with yourself. If you're seeking success, adopt the habits and mindset of someone who has already achieved it. Remember this: the universe doesn't respond to what you say you want, it responds to what you show you're ready to receive. When you align your thoughts, emotions, and actions, the universe has no choice but to reflect that harmony into your life. And this brings us to the most important part: how to apply this in your daily life to transform your reality. We've already explored the hidden power behind this hermetic principle and how your thoughts, emotions, and actions shape your reality. But the most important question is, how do you apply this to your life to see real changes? The answer lies in three fundamental pillars, used by the ancient mystics to tune themselves to the laws of the universe. The first 60 minutes of your day determine your vibration for the next 24 hours. If you wake up in a rush, stressed, or checking negative news, your energy aligns with chaos and difficulty. But if you begin your day with gratitude, meditation, or affirmations, your frequency shifts and the universe responds accordingly. The mystics knew this. The Egyptians performed morning rituals to sync with the cosmic energy of the rising sun. Yogis practiced sun salutations to activate their vital energy. Alchemists spoke of the golden hour, the time when the mind is most receptive to transformation. Dedicate the first 10 minutes of your day to writing down 3 things you're grateful for. Repeat a powerful affirmation such as, "Today, I align with the energy of success and abundance." Do 5 minutes of conscious breathing to program your vibration. When you start the day with intention, the external reality adjusts to your internal frequency. The universe doesn't just manifest in the heavens and the stars, it also appears in the people and situations around you. If you're constantly surrounded by conflict, ask yourself if there's something within you that needs healing. If you're attracting opportunities, recognize that your vibration is aligned with abundance. The ancients understood this. Buddhists teach that reality is a reflection of our inner perception. Shamans believe that what we judge in others is a lesson we haven't integrated within ourselves. The Essenes spoke of the 7 mirrors of life, which reflect our fears, wounds, and life lessons. Before reacting to any external situation, ask yourself, what is this teaching me about myself? If something bothers you in another person, identify whether it's something you also need to work on within yourself. If you admire someone, recognize that those qualities also exist in you, and they're waiting to be activated. When you understand that the outer world is your reflection, you can use every situation as an opportunity to evolve and raise your vibration. Your last thought before sleep defines your reality, because your subconscious mind works on it while you sleep. If you go to bed worried, your mind will continue to generate more problems. But if you visualize what you want before sleeping, the universe will begin to conspire in your favor. The ancients knew this. Egyptian mystics used sleep as a portal for divine connection. The Sufis believed the soul traveled to other realms during sleep. Nikola Tesla said many of his brightest ideas came during deep states of relaxation. Before sleeping, clearly imagine that your next day will be perfect. Write down an intention for the next day, such as, "Tomorrow everything flows in my favor with ease." Take a deep breath and feel gratitude for what you have now. Your last thought before sleep will be the first your mind processes when you wake up. If there's one thing to remember from all this, it's this: the universe does not respond to what you say you want. It responds to the vibration you emit. When you align your energy with what you desire, life begins to move in your favor. Your relationships improve. Your health balances and your finances transform. If you want more love in your life, become a loving person. If you want success, adopt the habits of a successful person. If you seek peace, cultivate silence and meditation. As above, so below is not just a philosophical concept, it's an instruction manual for life. And now tell me, how are you going to apply this knowledge to your life starting today? Everything we've explored so far leads to one inevitable conclusion. The reality you experience is a reflection of what's happening inside of you. There is no separation between the material and the spiritual, between what happens in your mind and what manifests in your life. But here is the true secret that few people understand. You are the bridge between the divine and the earthly, the architect of your own destiny. If you think about it, everything you experience is a reflection of your energy, your thoughts, and the emotions you nurture each day. If your inner world is in chaos, the outer world will respond by reflecting that disorder. But if you hold harmony within, the situations you attract will align with that frequency. This is not about magic or coincidence. It is a universal law that governs all existence. The ancient traditions already knew this. From alchemy to the teachings of great mystics, we've been told again and again that the key to changing the world is to change ourselves. But this is where most people stop, waiting for transformation to come from outside. Instead of stepping into their own power, the universe doesn't respond to what you wish for. It responds to who you are. If you act from lack, you will continue to experience scarcity. If you embody abundance, everything you need will flow to you. Imagine for a moment that your life is the reflection of a great cosmic mirror. Every thought, every word, and every action is a brushstroke in the image you see projected into reality. If you want to change what appears in that mirror, it's not enough to complain or wish for something else. You must transform what is inside you. Harmony, prosperity, and happiness do not arrive by chance. They come when you attune to them from within. So how can you apply this in a practical way? First, stop looking for answers outside yourself. The key isn't out there. It's in how you interpret and respond to every experience. Second, cultivate the energy you want to attract. If you seek love, become love. If you want peace, plant peace within your heart. Third, act with certainty, not from doubt. Live as if you already are the person you wish to become, and the universe will match that frequency. None of this is new. Buddha taught that what you think, you become. Rumi said, the universe is within you. And the alchemists believed that he who knows himself knows the universe. There are no hidden secrets, only forgotten truths that have always been right in front of us. The question is, will you keep waiting for external change, or will you take control of your reality? Because now you know the key has been within you all along. If this message resonates with you, if you feel ready to apply it in your life, then this is your moment. Let me know in the comments what part of this revelation impacted you most. Share this message with those who need to hear it and subscribe, because what's coming in the next videos will take this understanding even deeper. The universe is a mirror. What will you choose to reflect from now on?